You're watching Reality Check. 3 Rajya Sabha seats in Gujarat go to vote tomorrow. 2 are in the BJP's pocket. The battle for the third has turned into a political cliffhanger. Now, it should have been a walkover for Ahmed Patel, Sonia confidant and Congress insider. But it's now touch and go, with the BJP President personally overseeing what could be a major political upset. Now, both these generals are in Ahmedabad today. Ahmed Patel meeting his MLAs who flew in early this morning from Bangalore, and Amit Shah, who is in a huddle or was in a huddle with the BJP MLAs earlier today. Both sides were claiming victory.
मेरे जो विधायक है उसमें पूरा विश्वास है और नतीजा कल अच्छा ही आएगा। मेरे जो विधायक है उसमें पूरा विश्वास है और नतीजा कल अच्छा ही आएगा।
All right, but in reality, the numbers game is tight for Ahmed Patel. Let's just now look at the numbers to understand why. Now, to win that Rajya Sabha seat in Gujarat, it requires 45 MLAs. Whoever hits it is through. The BJP has 121 MLAs in all, but at least 45 votes each will go to Amit Shah, another 45 to Smriti Irani, so 90 in all. That leaves 31 balance for the BJP, which is still 14 MLAs short of the halfway mark. Now, the Congress on paper has 51 MLAs, but only 44 went to Bangalore. So, the BJP's game is to see if they can limit it to that 44. Now, if only 44 vote for Ahmed Patel, the only way he can win is if at least one of the NCP's 2 MLAs or the JDU's sole MLA votes for him. That will take him over the edge. Now, Ahmed Patel claims that the NCP has promised to vote for him.
नो बनाने आज अभी मुझे मैसेज आया कि उन्होंने सपोर्ट अनाउंस किया है, तो अपना व्हिप भी जारी करेंगे.
But one of the 2 NCP MLAs has just this evening said that Praful Patel called him up and asked him to vote for the BJP.
प्रफुल्ल पटेल से बात हुई है, हाईकमान में बात हुई मेरी, उधर से मुझे आदेश मिला है कल वोटिंग करने का है, तो बीजेपी के उम्मीदवार को सबको वोट देने के लिए बोला गया है. तो दोनों की एक ही राय है? किसके दोनों की? बीजेपी में 2 लोग हैं तो 2 लोग बीजेपी को कर रहे हैं. हाँ, तो वही प्रफुल्ल भाई का आदेश है तो दोनों को एक ही राय होगी ना, 100%.
Okay, so the big last-minute shocker there from the NCP. Now, also worth noting that JDU MLA, who Ahmed Patel claims is promised his support, has gone missing. Now, so the BJP, as we've seen, is still 14 votes short of a majority, and so their base case scenario is not an outright win, but to ensure that Ahmed Patel only ends up with that 44 number or even less. In that case, he too falls short of a majority. Now, under the rules, if both sides fall short of a majority, then the election goes into the second preference votes and the BJP will win easily. Let me explain. In a Rajya Sabha election, voters have an option of a second choice. So, all BJP MLAs who voted for Amit Shah and Smriti Irani as first choice would give the BJP candidate, the third candidate, as their second choice. That means that Mr. Rajput will get all 121 BJP votes, which will of course be a big majority over the Congress's 44 or whatever the Congress finally ends up with. All right, joining me tonight, the night before the Game of Thrones, Abhishek Manu Singhvi of the Congress is with me, and also live from Ahmedabad, Jayanaran Vyas of the BJP. Abhishek Singhvi, now it's looking extremely fragile for Ahmed Patel with this latest development, which you may have just heard, that the NCP, which so far had promised to support Mr. Patel and even promised to issue a whip, you have an MLA saying that Praful Patel has asked him to vote for the BJP. Are you worried?
Srinivas, I am not at all worried. Ahmed Patel is a very tall leader, and in Gujarat he is unbeatable, and I have no doubt that he will win. But I want you to step back for just half a minute and consider. We in the programs now on television are only talking of who will win. Srinivas will win, Singhvi will win, who will win. But are you now not seeing that the arithmetic is clear from the beginning, namely 2 for BJP and 1 for Congress. So obviously when for the last 1 week we are talking of these individual things, are we not making a mockery of the anti-defection 10th schedule law? It may not strictly apply to Rajya Sabha elections,
yes,
but are we not making mockery of the principle which we call a constitutional sin? And secondly, tell me, why will a single MLA out of 51 vote for you unless there is inducement? And why will he vote for any BJP unless the inducement comes from the BJP?
let me put that to the...
what you are really talking of is, look, just give me half a second, What you are really talking of is, Srinivas, you have all the rules, you have a constitution, you have the law, but ultimately the winner takes all, ethics be damned, rules be damned, morality be damned.
Okay,
let me... lectures and seminars, we will sermonize about anti-corruption. Remember,
Abhishek, let me take that to Jai Narayan Vyas. Let me take that to Jai Narayan Vyas. Let me take that to Jai Narayan Vyas, because some would argue, Abhishek, that this is also as much a reflection of the Congress's own faulty mismanagement and ability or inability to hold together a crumbling opposition front. But I'll put that to you in a second. Let me just first...
take 30 seconds more.
I'll come back to you on that. I just want to go to Jai Narayan Vyas.
Again and again. No, only 30 seconds on this. Everybody says this, but let me tell you, Srinivas, how are you, if you are actually bribing me, then to talk of my inability to manage myself, I mean, this is ridiculous. You are really directly, openly, brazenly, in broad daylight as a ruling party in the center and the state, guilty of bribery. And you are then saying that it's your fault that you can't manage.
Jai Narayan Vyas.
We are managing, but the point is it exposes you.
Jai Narayan Vyas. Open bribery, open inducement from a party that claims to be taking the higher moral ground on corruption.
You always prefer long arguments, and that's what, as an eminent lawyer, my friend Abhishek Manu Singhvi is indulging in. So his issue is, I do agree with him that there are laws, anti-defection law is there, and there are so many other things also which apply to these elections. I think unless until there is a violation, and that too can happen only of their own volition, you can't just put the blame on Bharatiya Janata Party. Congress MLAs resign. Where is the question of their brazenly violating the anti-defection law? They are not able to keep their flock together. They are resigning. Still they are not confident. So they take them to Bangalore. They are back now. Still, they are further not more confident.
No, but Mr. Jai Narayan Vyas, let me ask you.
I mean, this is.
No, but Mr. Jai Narayan Vyas, let me ask you. Why are they resigning? Can you hear me? I am asking you why are they resigning? Why is now that NCP MLA saying that the NCP is going with the BJP? Is this all only happening for the love of the BJP that they've suddenly discovered? Are we being naive here?
You know, Srini, you raised, Vasu, a very, very pertinent question. Why are they resigning?
Yes.
Their house is in, it's a divided house. Shankar C. Waghela, for far too long, they permitted him a long rope to do whatever he wanted to. They could not succeed convincing him. Ultimately, it is this faction that is walking out of their camp. So where is BJP in picture? I don't understand.
What about the NCP MLA?
Not manage till last minute, till yesterday.
But what about the NCP? Why would the NCP? Why would the NCP vote for you? Why would the NCP vote for you? What is that reason?
See, this shows that when like a sinking ship, even their partners have started losing faith in them. Now, where is BJP responsible for that?
Okay, let me take that to Abhishek.
Wants to cast their vote for BJP. It's a clear-cut sign that it is the last nail in the coffin that is being delivered, because they have lost faith in their partners. That is their internal problem. It is problem between NCP and Congress. Where is BJP in picture?
Let me take that to Abhishek, and Abhishek, just add to that you could make the argument of inducement in the case of what happened in Gujarat with the MLAs crossing over. But when you look at the wider landscape of this opposition unity or the lack of it, then how would you make that argument? I mean, if you take Nitish, for example, the inducement argument won't apply there. Doesn't that come back to the fact that the Congress, which is meant to be the central pivot for some sort of opposition axis, has simply failed on the job?
Look, let's get a few concepts clear, Srinivas. Those MLAs who resign do not win or lose you a Gujarat election. Let's get that clear first. Now, the ones who remain, if you are able to induce them, and the figures we have been hearing consistently, and we know the power of the figures, we have seen it in the brazen naked display of figures in Uttar Pradesh. Yes. We have seen it in the naked display of figures elsewhere in the national elections, are between 15 and 10 CR. Well, then there is nothing to talk about those who have resigned, because resigned people don't vote. The ones who remain vote. Number two, if a NCP MLA gives a statement today, do you really think that Praful Patel would want himself to be quoted that he has telephoned him to resign? Do you really think it's possible? Have you gone and asked Praful Patel? What has talked is a note which has a name called Praful Patel, but the note is big note or some other promise of a ministerial post. You know, by what are you corrupted? You may not be corrupted by money alone, but by ambition, by so many other things.
Are you saying now, that? Are you saying that's what may have happened with the NCP?
We are finding what is happening. No, I am saying that it is really being tried. I am not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, because I have full confidence in the one man who knows Gujarat like the back of his hand. But the point I am making is that what you are having is a naked justification in front of cameras for 1 week saying, whatever happens is the number which counts. It's the victory which counts. We will do everything. We will do Sam, Dam, Dand and Bhed. And we will do most of these four, we will do Dam. And then we will do Bhed. So hook or by crook, more by crook, less by hook. Victory is what we want. Now the proper point here is,
let him respond.
This is politics of morality, this is politics of sermonizing by the BJP. This is the politics of, you know,
Jai Narayan Vyas, more by crook, less
ethicality.
by hook. Jai Narayan Vyas.
No, Vasu, I like to correct Abhishek on 2 points. Number one, he said Mr. Ahmed Patel is a very tall leader. Yes, I think I don't challenge him on that statement because it is their assessment. But he says he had never lost an election in Gujarat. This was similar confidence expressed by late Mr. Rajiv Gandhi. He said अगर गुजरात में 26 सीट में से 25 हार सकते हैं, ये भरूच की सीट तो हम नहीं हारेंगे. And then Mr. Patel got defeated on that seat. Thereafter, he has never faced the electorates. He never fought an election. He has preferred to go through Rajya Sabha route. So I think this tall leader theory will now end with it has started with Rajya Sabha. First it didn't work in Lok Sabha. Now it is the end of Rajya Sabha route also for Mr. Ahmed Patel. And I think what my friend Abhishek is trying to make out is, I think for tomorrow, this is all a kind of a net practice that he is indulging in, that when tomorrow the results are out, he can explain that this is what we were saying yesterday and this is what has happened. Basically, it is in-house problem of Congress. They don't have an acceptable leader. They don't
allow him to rebut.
Abhishek, go ahead. Leaders who amongst them, they keep fighting. So this is their infight. This is nothing beyond infight of Congress.
Go ahead, Abhishek, go ahead. Yes.
It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Srinivas, unlike a Lok Sabha election, first of all, I think he's misquoting me. I never said that he's never lost an election. I never talked about losing or winning. I'm talking about the means being used to win or lose an election.
You said that.
Fight him fair.
Abhishek, you better go through your
I never mentioned about never lost.
Okay, Abhishek, go ahead.
Anyway, let me finish now, please. Now, look at this whole inverted logic. Unlike Lok Sabha, where you actually don't know the result, because the general electorate on the ground votes for you, in a Rajya Sabha, it's an open vote. It is virtually a vote where I have to mark, unlike even President, Vice President, you have to show your vote. And you show your vote to your Chief Whip if you like. Now, therefore, before the election starts, you know exactly how many seats will be won on the numbers alone, if the rules are adhered to. So, before you start, you know that you cannot win Mr. BJP, a third candidate. Now just rewind for a minute, apply logic. Why would the BJP put up Mr. Rajput? You ask me that, let me ask you that question. The numbers are known. Your intention from the beginning, Mr. BJP, whose friend is there.
He is a trusted ally of Mr.
Answer why you put up Rajput? Because Rajput, let me complete. 1 minute. So Rajput is put up as a trusted ally of Ahmed Patel. Rajput is put up as a trusted ally of Ahmed Patel, knowing that the numbers are 31. Number two, it is proof positive that from day one, your whole game plan is to allure, bribe, induce, overpower.
They want a contest.
Three,
maybe that's why they put it up.
MLAs don't realize.
No, maybe they want a contest and to see whether they
after you put up a contest with a defector, and then on 31 numbers, and thereafter you do these kind of things every day.
Okay, Jainaran Vyas, respond to that. Okay, Jainaran Vyas, respond to that.
This is happening
why
with
do you
party in power?
Why do you want to? Why did you want to fight this seat? Why did you want to fight this seat? Was it simply just to split the Congress?
Accepting that Mr. Ahmed Patel may not have the required numbers, I think in that case the game will go to the second preference votes. And if it is a second preference vote, I think BJP must be absolutely cocksure about the third candidate's win. So I think it is not by any hook or crook. It is by simply arithmetic, that the arithmetic favors BJP because they have larger vote share and second preference votes ultimately. If they are not able to keep their flock
but
together,
why did you?
If should Mr. Ahmed Patel not
But
qualify,
why did you want to? Why did you?
No,
but the more fundamental question, Jainaran Vyas, why did you want to contest this seat?
The third candidate getting elected.
Why did you want to contest this
arithmetic.
seat?
It is nothing beyond arithmetic, and I think whoever has planned this arithmetic, he must have applied his mind.
No, but why did you want to contest this seat? Was it simply, as Abhishek alleges, to break the Congress through whatever means possible? Sam, Dam, Dand, Bhed. When you didn't have the numbers, why did you try to get into the game?
Let us understand that they are a terrible house, divided. They went on hobnobbing with Shankar Singh Waghela's faction for far too long. If at all anybody is to be blamed, Congress themselves are to be blamed for the kind of strategies they adopted and their strategy planners. You know, when you have to field a candidate like Mr. Ahmed Patel, they should not have taken risk with these kind of hobnobbing with the their own MLAs. So they permitted Shankar Singh Waghela to go on with their arguments. Ultimately, they failed through. It is their failure at the negotiation table. It is their failure at the negotiation table, which is trying to turn on BJP, which is absolutely wrong.
Okay, Abhishek, in hindsight, was this a bit of a disastrous management of somebody like Shankar Singh Waghela? Because remember, and I said this at the outset, that had Mr. Waghela not walked out, Ahmed Patel would possibly have not found himself in the crisis that he is in today.
Look, I have great respect for Mr. Waghela, and I will not go into that history. But let us be clear. What do you want? Do you want us to go and tie Mr. Shankar Singh Waghela's hands and drag him to vote for us? Mr. Ahmed Patel has met him more than once. Mr. Gehlot has met him more than once. There is no disrespect to him. But let us not talk about the second kind of Sam, Dam, Dand, Bhed, and in that case, more of Dand, which is being used against Mr. Waghela for many months now by the central government agencies. We all understand how many arrows Mr. Modi's government has in its armory, and they choose to fire sometimes the arrow of inducement and allurement, the Dam, sometimes the Dand. And these are pressure tactics brought on, and we understand Mr. Waghela has maintained a very respectable and a very dignified silence till now. He has not claimed that he has joined the BJP, and his silence and his reading between the lines tells you clearly what he has, how he has been browbeaten, forced and pressurized. So let's look at reality. My point is that for a party which gives us so many homilies, this is actually a very good thing that this is happening, because it is exposing the BJP day in and day out before the public of India and of Gujarat.
Okay. Well, we'll have to leave it there with both of you. Who it is exposing and whose reality is coming out is something which is going to be a matter of open debate. Jainaran Vyas, we are out of time with both of you. We'll have to leave it there because we go now to Shankar Singh Waghela, and as Abhishek mentioned, that he has been maintaining a silence until now, but he did give us his first television interview a short while ago in Gandhinagar, an exclusive interview. Because remember, Waghela, with his own vote and perhaps his son vote and his supporters, even if the NCP deserts the Congress and others do, even if he votes and perhaps some of his supporters vote, then Ahmed Patel may be through, but he can also dent the Congress. So he is, in a way, another kingmaker in this election. I spoke to him earlier today and I began by asking him, what is his decision? Is he going to back Ahmed Patel as he had earlier hinted he will?
See, each and every voter is a total, is the owner of his own votes. So Ahmed Bhai, I have good relations. I discussed so many times with Ahmed Patel. So it is our inner matter with me and Ahmed Bhai Patel. Therefore, it is I to decide and Ahmed Patel to decide what to do and what not to do.
But so you're saying there's no decision yet, no decision yet by you?
It is my personal thinking, personal decision. Make up mind is a no way to whom to what, whom not to what. It's not question of at the 11th hour I have to make up the mind. No, it's already make up the mind.
Okay, you said you've already made up your mind. You're not telling us what that is though. So in other words, Ahmed Patel is not guaranteed your vote.
See, what is concerned, it is totally a personal property of an MLA. I don't want to expose, especially you. I will expose the
no, you don't want to expose it, but what are your equations with Ahmed Patel? At least tell me that.
I was elected in member Lok Sabha in 77 Janata rule, and Ahmed was elected in for the Congress party. Since 77, we are cordial friends. At that time, I was in Janata Party, BJP. In those days, Ahmed was in the Congress Party. Though I was going to visit Ahmed Bhai's residence at Baro Chankleshwar. Even now, today also, our relations are very cordial. Today morning, we discussed on the telephone. Tomorrow also is going to ring me. After 8th also, we are going to see each other. No problem. Our relations are without political parties.
Okay, your relationship is without political parties. That could be read in any which way. But let me ask you this, that are you in touch with Congress MLAs though?
I already, I disown political parties, including BJP and Congress. So it's now not my on moral ground, I should not be in touch with Congress party MLAs, and I am not.
Have you had any sort of offer from the BJP though? Because there's even talk that they offered you a governorship.
नहीं, मेरी कोई बीजेपी से ऑफर की बात नहीं हुई है. ऑफर का सवाल ही पैदा नहीं होता है. See, when publicly I said that I have less concern with political parties, means it means something. I have no any personal interest to negotiate with the BJP. That what about me? What about party? What about you? No, sorry.
Okay, I just want to understand one thing though, that you said that you left the Congress because they were marginalizing you. You were not given enough prominence. It's a house in disorder. But the fact is that you've been in the Congress for many years, since 2002. But even under your watch, the Congress has lost every single assembly election.
देखिए, मैं 2002, 2007, 2012 में मैं नया कांग्रेस में आई वॉज फ्रॉम द बीजेपी ब्रांडेड मैन. सो कभी हमने प्रेशर नहीं किया था. इस समय पूरी जीतने की संभावना थी. इसलिए मेरा आग्रह था कि भाई जो मैं जानता हूं वो आप कोई नहीं जानते हैं. हर एक की एक सिस्टम होती है, ट्रिक होती है, आर्किटेक्चर होता है, उसको मालूम होता है कि कौन कहां कैसे रखना चाहिए. सब आर्किटेक्चर बनने से वो मकान की डिजाइन सही नहीं होती है.
Okay. Last question to you, Shankar Singh Waghela. You are still refusing to commit to whether you are going to back Ahmed Patel or not. But you did say that he does call you every day, even spoke to you today. But have you also spoken to Amit Shah?
नो, आई एम सॉरी. बीजेपी के लोग कोई टच में नहीं है. जरूर कोई पूछते हैं, क्योंकि जो कैंडिडेट बने हैं वो कल कांग्रेस में थे. अहमद भाई के पुराने 35 साल के दोस्त थे. मेरे रिलेटिव तो बाद में बने. और ये जो है, इसके बारे में जरूर हमको पूछते हैं कि आपके समधी है, इनको जिताना है, क्या करेंगे क्या नहीं. मैंने बोला, नो, पार्टीज लुक आउट, पार्टी टू डू इट, वॉट एवर. आप जो करना है आप करिए. जहां मेरे को ठीक लगता है वहां मैं आपको कहूंगा ऐसा करना चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए.
All right, Shankar Singh Waghela, thanks very much indeed for that. So those cryptic answers giving us a sense of how close this election is going to be tomorrow. That's it on Reality Check. Thanks for watching. Good night.